An enduring dream, promise, and reality, the American dream. It's a powerful idea. The promise of a better life is deeply rooted in our national identity. We imagine a life where hard work leads to success. This success looks like a house, a good job, and a chance for your children to have even more. But is this dream still attainable, or is it fading for many? The truth is complicated. The American dream has always been harder to reach for some. Race, gender, and where you start in life have always mattered. Today, however, certain economic forces are making the dream feel out of reach for more and more people, regardless of their background. The cost of living has skyrocketed. Meanwhile, wages haven't kept pace. This means that even those who work hard are finding it tougher to achieve the traditional markers of success that define the American dream. The gap between the promise and the reality is widening, leaving many feeling disillusioned and questioning the dream itself. Pillars of a dream: home, work, and education. The American dream has long been associated with specific achievements. Owning a home is a major part of this dream. A home represents stability, security, and a place to put down roots. Stable employment is another crucial element. A good job provides not just income, but also a sense of purpose and dignity. Finally, education is seen as the key to unlocking opportunity. Americans believe that a good education, whether it be a college degree or vocational training, can lead to better jobs and a higher standard of living. These three pillars, homeownership, stable employment, and education, form the foundation upon which the American dream is built. They represent the aspirations of countless individuals and families seeking a better life. However, as the economic landscape shifts, these pillars are beginning to crumble, making the dream feel increasingly precarious. The crumbling foundation, costs outpacing income. One of the biggest obstacles to achieving the American dream today is the rising cost of living. Housing prices, especially in desirable areas, have skyrocketed in recent years. This makes it difficult for young people to buy their first home. It also makes it harder for families to afford rent. Healthcare costs are another major burden. Even with health insurance, many families struggle to afford deductibles and co-pays. This can quickly lead to crushing debt. The cost of higher education has also become a major barrier for many. Tuition rates have increased dramatically. Many students graduate with significant student loan debt, making it harder to get ahead financially. This combination of rising costs and stagnant wages means that many Americans are falling behind. They are working longer hours for less pay. They are struggling to keep up with their bills. They are putting off major life decisions like buying a home or starting a family because they simply can't afford it. Section 4. Struggling for a foothold, debt, dominance, and instability. The struggle to achieve the American dream is about more than just rising costs. There are also systemic issues that make it harder for people to get ahead. Student loan debt is a major problem. Millions of Americans are saddled with debt from their education. This debt can limit their options and make it difficult to save for the future. Corporate dominance is another issue. A few large corporations control many industries. This can make it difficult for small businesses to compete. It can also lead to lower wages and fewer job opportunities for workers. Finally, job security is a growing concern. Globalization and automation are leading to job losses in many sectors. This makes it harder for people to find stable, well-paying jobs that can support a family. Section 5. A new dream, technology, entrepreneurship, and the hope for upward mobility. Despite these challenges, there are some bright spots. The tech industry in particular has created many new jobs and opportunities. Entrepreneurship is also on the rise, with more people starting their own businesses. These trends suggest that there are still paths to success in the modern economy. However, it's important to note that these opportunities are not evenly distributed. Access to education, capital, and networks plays a significant role in who benefits from these new industries. The tech sector, for example, often requires specialized skills and education that not everyone has access to. Similarly, starting a successful business often requires some financial cushion, which can be difficult for those already struggling with debt and low wages. The question remains whether these new opportunities are enough to offset the challenges facing many Americans today. While they offer hope and potential for upward mobility, they also highlight the growing disparities in our society. The American dream may be evolving, but it's crucial to ensure that it remains attainable for people from all walks of life, not just a select few. Gap 2S, Section 6. Globalization and the American Dream. The forces of globalization have profoundly impacted the American dream, bringing both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, globalization has opened new markets for American businesses, leading to increased trade and economic growth. According to the International Monetary Fund, global trade has expanded by nearly 30% over the past 2 decades, creating millions of jobs in sectors like technology, finance, and logistics. Gap 2S. However, the benefits of globalization have not been evenly distributed. The outsourcing of manufacturing jobs to countries with lower labor costs has led to significant job losses in the American industrial sector. A report from the Economic Policy Institute found that between 2001 and 2018, the U.S. lost over 3.7 million manufacturing jobs due to trade with China alone. These job losses have disproportionately affected workers without a college degree, contributing to rising economic inequality. Gap 2S. Expert opinions on globalization are divided. Some economists argue that it has led to cheaper goods and services, benefiting consumers and increasing overall economic efficiency. Others contend that it has exacerbated income inequality and eroded job security for many American workers. Nobel laureate economist Joseph Stiglitz has noted that while globalization has the potential to lift people out of poverty, it must be managed carefully to ensure that its benefits are broadly shared. Gap 2S. Moreover, globalization has brought about cultural changes influencing everything from food to fashion to entertainment. These changes have enriched American culture, making it more diverse and interconnected. Yet, they have also led to concerns about the loss of local traditions and identities. Gap 2S. In conclusion, globalization has reshaped the landscape of the American dream. It has provided new opportunities for economic growth and cultural exchange, but it has also introduced new challenges, particularly for those who are already vulnerable. As we navigate this complex terrain, it is essential to strive for policies that promote inclusive growth and ensure that the promise of the American dream remains within reach for all. Gap 2S, thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on the evolving dynamics of our society. Section 7. Government Policies and the American Dream. The American dream has long been influenced by the policies enacted by the government, shaping opportunities and outcomes for citizens. Historically, landmark policies have played crucial roles in defining and redefining this dream. For instance, the GI Bill of 1944 provided returning World War II veterans with benefits that included low-cost mortgages, low-interest loans to start businesses, and tuition and living expenses to attend college. This legislation dramatically expanded the middle class and facilitated upward mobility for millions of Americans. Gap 2S. Similarly, the New Deal programs of the 1930s, initiated under President Franklin D. Roosevelt, aimed to provide economic relief, recovery, and reforms in response to the Great Depression. These programs included Social Security, unemployment insurance, and various public works projects, laying the foundation for modern social safety nets and labor rights that continue to influence the American dream today. Gap 2S. However, not all policies have had positive impacts. The war on drugs, initiated in the 1970s, has been criticized for disproportionately affecting minority communities, leading to mass incarceration and long-term economic disadvantages. Policies such as redlining and discriminatory lending practices have historically hindered homeownership and wealth accumulation for African Americans and other minority groups. Gap 2S. In contemporary debates, the role of government in shaping the American dream remains contentious. Proponents of progressive policies argue for measures such as universal health care, free college tuition, and higher minimum wages to ensure that all citizens have access to basic opportunities. Critics, on the other hand, advocate for reduced government intervention, emphasizing the importance of free markets and personal responsibility. Gap 2S. The debate over tax policies also plays a significant role in shaping economic opportunities. Progressive taxation, which imposes higher rates on the wealthy, is seen by some as essential for reducing income inequality and funding public services. Others argue that lower taxes on businesses and high-income individuals spur economic growth and job creation, ultimately benefiting society as a whole. Gap 2S. As we move forward, it is crucial to consider how government policies can be designed to foster an inclusive and equitable vision of the American dream. By learning from historical successes and failures, policymakers can craft strategies that address contemporary challenges, ensuring that the dream remains attainable for future generations. Gap 2S. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on the evolving dynamics of our society. Scene opens with a montage of various individuals from different backgrounds, set against a backdrop of iconic American landscapes and urban settings. Narrator. The American dream means different things to different people. To truly understand its current state, we must hear from those living it every day. Here are some personal stories and perspectives from individuals across the country. Cut to a young woman in her 20s, standing in front of a community college. Young woman. For me, the American dream is about opportunity and education. My parents immigrated here to give me a better future. Thanks to scholarships and community programs, I'm the first in my family to attend college. Cut to an older man, sitting in his small business store. Older man. I started this business 30 years ago with a small loan. It hasn't been easy, especially with the economic downturns, but owning this store has allowed me to provide for my family and send my kids to college. Cut to a middle-aged woman standing in front of a suburban home. Middle-aged woman. Homeownership was always part of my American dream. After years of renting, I finally saved enough for a down payment. It's not just a house, it's a place where my kids can grow up safe and secure. Cut to a young man sitting on a park bench. Young man. As a first-generation college graduate, I thought I'd have a clear path to success. But student debt and the job market have been tough. Still, I believe in the idea of working hard and eventually achieving my goals. Cut to an older woman, participating in a community garden. Older woman. The American dream for me is about community and giving back. After retiring, I wanted to stay active and help others. This garden not only provides fresh produce but also brings people together. Cut to a young man standing in front of a tech startup office. Young man. Innovation and entrepreneurship are at the heart of my American dream. I moved to Silicon Valley to create something impactful. It's a risky path, but the potential to change the world keeps me motivated. Cut to a woman in her 30s, sitting in a city apartment. Woman. As a single mother, the American dream is about stability and security for my children. Balancing work and family is challenging, but social programs and supportive communities make it possible. Scene transitions to a montage of all the individuals looking hopeful and determined. Narrator. These stories reflect the diverse realities of the American dream. While challenges remain, the spirit of resilience and hope continues to drive people forward. The American dream is not a one-size-fits-all concept, but a tapestry of experiences and aspirations. Scene fades to black with text overlay. What does the American dream mean to you? Share your story in the comments below. Narrator. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on the evolving dynamics of our society.